And then I just started, I thought, no, what I will do is think about zucchinis a lot. And I thought, what do they do, particularly in the early fall, like this late summer? They grow, and they sort of take over the garden, don't they? And people get bushels of them and put them on other people's doorsteps and then run away just to get rid of their zucchinis. And I thought, what else is like that? And I thought, I know what else is like that. The mob is like that. And I wrote a poem called The Showdown. Okay, zucchini, with your sleek Sicilian good looks, I know all about you and the rest of the Zucca family. How you start out small, in the corner of some respectable old giardino, nobody even notices, and then you spread, don't you? Till you moved in on all the little guys, the beans and the carrots and the cubes. And pretty soon you're in charge of the whole damn fattoria, right? Well, I've got news for you, pal. You're past your prime. You're ripe to spend the rest of your natural life in the cooler. And I'm kidding. Listen, either play along or it's ratatouille, ratatouille. A year in the job for you, Zook, and your little tomato, too. I know there's an open mic reading after this, right after the break, and I know you can hardly wait, and I can't either. I love open mic readings, and I wrote a poem about them, and I have this golden opportunity to read it, so I want to read to you finally my last poem, The Ballade of the Open Mic. A ballade is a repeated refrain at the end of each stanza. Have you noticed when you go to poetry readings, there'll often be something like a poster or a little billboard saying, an open mic will follow tonight's poetry. So, I thought, this is not right. So I wrote this little sort of ode to the open mic. Oh, will you, won't you join the gang down at the books and Java store where browsers browse and poets hang? We long to greet you at the door and steer you to the second floor, where we'll festoon the atmosphere with rhythm, rhyme, and metaphor, the poems you didn't know you came to hear. Linger for the whole shebang and get more than you bargained for. Poems in Spanish, poems in slang, ripe confessionals galore. Piles of sex, please don't keep score. And now and then a sonneteer will show you why you can't ignore those incandescent poems you need to hear. And if some old orangutan has rescued from a dresser drawer his strange pentameter harangue, or some benighted sophomore reveals her fling in Singapore, 5 minutes and they're out of here. Making way for rhymes that soar, the kind you waited far too long to hear. You simply can't go home before we breathe our blessings in your ear, our songs of the unsung troubadour, the ones we know you really came to hear.
And again,